how did you officially come into the game?
Oh man, I would say officially, it officially probably started back in about 2003 or 4, something like that. When I put out my first project, you know what I mean? It was kind of, it was more so a local thing. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. And it, wasn't a lot going on there as far as hip hop is concerned. So, I was running around there, trying to make as much noise as possible. And, through doing that, I linked up with a group called Tanya Morgan, which consists of, Don Will, Ilias, Avant P. Don Will and Ilias, they're from Cincinnati as well. So, we end up kind of linking up and, all, pretty much became part of the same crew. So that was kind of like my official, dive in to hip hop as far as like, the underground and things like that. So yeah, from there, I just consistently, tried to put out releases every a couple of other years. I actually linked up with with another Irish producer. His name was Danny Diggs, and we did a couple of albums, and then that's how I got introduced to the expert.
Man, without further ado, I'd like to introduce the expert. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, good, man, and thanks for the kind words. Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. Doing good.
Yeah, man. So the first question we always ask our guests, man, is the expert. How did you find your way into hip hop?
Yeah, so I suppose I was kind of football crazy until I was around 13, 14, and then in 92, so I'm showing my age there, a lot of important hip hop came out, I suppose, that really got me kind of at least interested. I was kind of just into pop music, whatever, the chart music. Then I kind of heard a couple of Dre songs, and I heard House of Pain, which was massive in Ireland at that time.
Yeah.
But then in 93, I heard Enter the 36 Chambers, and my life changed forever, pretty much. Obviously, there was 93, then there was Tribe and Doggy Style and Warren G, I think it was 94. They were big records when I was younger. And another really big record was the Alcoholics, Coast to Coast. That was a big record, and the Far Side's first one. But yeah, like kind of when I heard Wu-Tang, I was just absolutely hooked. And then when I was about a few years later, I got some turntables and I got a mixer with like, a 3-second sampler on it. And I had like 3 banks of 3 seconds. So you could kind of loop a drum beat, you could, loop a stab sound or whatever, and loop a little melody. And I messed around with that for hours and hours. And my older brother is 5 years older than me, got an actual real sampler, and that guy 2800. And when I was probably about 15, I became addicted to just working on that, figuring things out and trying to understand how to make my own version of what I was hearing. And then when I was about 19, I joined a crew, probably when I was 18, but when I was 19, we got a record deal. And we brought out a vinyl single which sold out, called Blood Rush, and then so we got to making a full album. Then it wasn't me, the label and us had different ideas, so we went independent after that. This is probably the same time the UK scene was really big, where that was like Task Force or Brain Tax or Jest, and we were kind of brought out another 2 records, and then kind of in 2009 we decided it hadn't gone where we wanted to go. Like, we were very successful over here, well known, we were able to tour around, but I suppose we knew at that stage of our lives we weren't going to make a career out of it. So then I took a few years off to see what I would do without an MC, so then I brought out a couple of instrumental records, and then started doing beats for other people like Zilla Rock and Curly Castro from the Wrecking Crew, and Jermiside and Legendary, and just kind of kept a couple of those relationships going, and then hooked up with Jermiside for this one. So